Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So you have been asking me to teach you how to cook delicious food with no MSG, with no seasoning cubes, no artificials, nothing. I feel like just because you're eating healthy or just because you have a condition that doesn't really allow you to eat the way you want to eat doesn't mean that you should have foods that when you see them you do not smile, or you should eat without being happy with what you eat because you do not really know how to squeeze every single drop of sweetness from your food. So that is why in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to manipulate your ingredients, how to manipulate your food, how to layer flavors to be able to achieve a delicious meal without seasoning cubes. So guys, if you're interested in that kind of content, or if you know someone that is eating healthy but then do not know how to cook delicious food or detest eating healthy, because the truth is food has a key role to play when you're recovering from sickness or any kind of illness. So if you do not like what you're eating, or maybe meal times or maybe you do not look forward to meal times, or you do not really like what you're eating or how it tastes, then how are you going to recover? So in this cooking series, I'm going to be teaching you how to cook delicious food with no flavors, no additives, no MSG, and the food will still come out delicious. And the good part about all of this is that it is free. So feel free to share, like, and comment on my videos. And if you want to see more recipes, or maybe you have any suggestions or anything, I'm open to ideas.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make this delicious, absolutely delicious jollof rice with no seasoning cubes, no artificial flavorings. Let's dive right into it. So first of all, what you need to know about a delicious natural jollof rice is that it lies in the onions, not just in the onions, okay, but also the different peppers. So we're going to be roasting this to achieve the effect of a tomato paste. I'm assuming that if you're watching this video, you want a completely healthy food, so you're probably not going to be using tomato paste. Drizzle a little bit of olive oil on this and then put it in your oven to roast softly. I added some rosemary to this, and then garlic, and of course ginger. So put it in the oven and then roast. This is my perfectly roasted peppers now. Did I mention that we're also going to be needing some coconuts to this recipe? So please make your coconuts a little bit warm. Just put it in the oven just to make it a little bit warm. And we're going to be blending this and extracting the milk from it. So guys, I found that when you do this, when you make the coconuts a little bit warm, it kind of secretes a little bit of oil, which covers the part where you have to put butter in your jollof rice. So guys, we're going to be using olive oil because it's one of the oils that have low smoke point. That means that it can withstand high heat temperature and preserve our nutrients, of course. So guys, use olive oil. So guys, a little tip about olive oil, there's so many fakes out there. To make sure that it is the best quality olive oil that you're choosing, make sure that it's green and it actually smells and tastes like olive oil. And also check where your olive oil is produced. If it is more than one country, please do not buy it. It means that it has been adulterated. Like, it took me a long while before I could actually differentiate between the real and the original olive oil and the fake. So guys, always make sure that it is indicated that it is from one country. So I buy my olive oil from Lebanese people because there are actually less fake products in Arabic or Muslim countries. So guys, always check the quality of the olive oil that you're buying, because there is no reason to spend such an amount of money on a fake product. So let's get back to the video, and then we're going to be adding our previously roasted peppers that has now been successfully blended to fry this until it is properly fried. I added more oil to it to allow proper frying, and of course I added more garlic. So apart from the garlic that is already roasted, add more garlic. we're trying to build up flavors now. If you're advised not to eat anything fried, then you should totally use the cooking technique of how omiobe is prepared. You know, it is cooked. So like just follow that procedure, and then your jollof rice is still going to come out banging. But for the sake of this video, we're going to be building up flavors through frying. So guys, a quick one, all of this cooking was done on a low heat because we want a slow cooking process which preserves nutrients actually. Apparently, your heat tempo actually influences how your food tastes. Guys, at this point, I added in my kosher salt. Kosher salt is way better than table salt. I also added in my Himalayan and Celtic salt because guys, the truth is your food is lacking taste because of it has few minerals or no minerals at all. So these salts are going to replace the absence of minerals, which is going to add more taste to my food. Guys, I also added in a little bit of table salt to this food, but if you are watching your salt intake, please avoid table salt. And I tasted my food, and of course it is a little bit salty. So guys, you have to make this sauce a little bit salty because you know rice has a little rice doesn't really have taste like that, so the rice is going to absorb the salt. Because if it's not salty, your rice is going to taste like something is missing in it. So make sure that this stew is salty. So guys, I already added in my rosemary curry powder, and now we are going to add some coriander to this wonderful stew. Also add in your thyme. Guys, in total I fried this for approximately 25 minutes. So guys, I added in my pepper soup spice. So this is a combination of uziza seed, Cameroon pepper, calabash nutmeg, uda. So like guys, if you understand how umami works, so we're going to look at the umami chart for a second. So guys, in this case, the sweet is going to fall under the coconut milk, tomatoes, my cabbage, my carrots, and all my sweet corn, and all of the vegetables that are inside of this. Of course, my onions falls under the sweet. And when I say this tomatoes, I mean like the chopped tomatoes, like my cut tomatoes. And then the bitter in this case is going to be my pepper soup spice, like I mentioned. And also my fresh tomato also has the sour effect. And then to tie it all together, the palm oil that is going to be added to this food just has a way of balancing it all together. And then this chart is going to guide you in knowing how to twist and manipulate flavors. So this is me putting in more salt. Like I said, this has to be really salty. And in goes my perfectly washed rice. So guys, do not worry about the saltiness. This rice is going to absorb all of it because you know this rice is not parboiled, so it has nothing added to it, so it's going to absorb all of the salt and the flavors and all of that inside the sauce. So we're going to be frying this rice a little bit. This is going to allow the rice and all these ingredients to enter inside of the rice before we now go on to cooking it. So guys, allow this rice to fry a little bit. Like by fry, I don't mean inside oil. Just let it sit inside the stew for a moment. Guys, jollof rice is a very delicate art, and we're trying to have that standard of normal, you know, jollof rice cooked with seasoning cubes standard. So this is the reason why you have to be careful when you're cooking it without seasoning cubes. So this is all of the technique that is going to take. We're just starting, we're still building up flavors. So guys, keep watching and then you're going to see the magic in the end. Remember that this rice has no water in it yet. We're still frying it for it to have that dry jollof rice effect. Guys, I know that when I say salty, you automatically start thinking about unbearable table salt. That is not what I mean in this case. The salt is not as unbearable as table salt. These are just minerals. And now our jollof rice has fried enough. So we're going to set this aside now. And then in a fresh pot, pour in your coconut milk. You remember that coconut that we warmed a little bit a while ago? So we're going to go in with it now as our base ingredients. And now we're going to start mixing in our delicious, about to be delicious jollof rice. Guys, don't pour in the last of it because there's always some residues at the bottom of it that is a little bit black, so you don't want that in the food. And now I added in some palm oil, and then I rinsed off the remaining peppers from the blender. Palm oil has a way of tying the taste of the food together. I don't know the science behind it. I'm gonna add in my green beans because it's a little bit hard to cook. And then after this, we're going to cover this up with some baking sheet. We do not want the steam escaping because it needs as little water as possible. So guys, as you can see, I am adding in more salt because literally the rice has absorbed all the taste in that sauce, and it's almost like there is no salt in this food. So I'm adding in more mineral salts now. And right now I am adding in my sliced peppers. I love the shapes. Some sliced carrots, and of course my cabbage and my green peppers. I grated in more salt at this point because, guys, like I said, to be very honest, it's almost like there is no salt. So this is a collection of my mineral salts that I picked myself. So this is a combination of kosher salt, Celtic salt, and pink Himalayan salt. So guys, few minutes later, I came back to check our jollof rice, and it is doing very wonderfully beautiful. It is doing very wonderfully well. So at this point, I had to see if my rice is getting soft at this point, and yeah, it is getting soft at this point. And so I turned it. Yeah, I know some people say don't turn your jollof rice, but I do turn mine. And no, it doesn't mash. I do turn mine. That is how I like it, or else like to circulate the flavors. So guys, if you notice, every single time I open my pot, I add in a little bit of salt to get into this rice. And now I added in my vegetables. Like I said, it is all about combining the sweet. So in this case, I added in my spring onions. I cannot cook jollof rice without spring onions. And then my sweet corn, which is going to give it a sweet taste. And then, as you can see, there is sliced tomatoes in this. That sliced tomatoes plus some onions is going to give it a beautiful sweet taste, guys. It's going to give it a beautiful sweet taste. So guys, if you noticed in this jollof rice, I didn't add stock water. But if you have stock water with you right there, please add your stock water to this jollof rice. I just remembered to say that. But I've mastered cooking without seasoning cubes so much that coconut milk is usually enough. You can increase the coconut milk if you want it even more delicious, but this right here is everything that I need. You can also add some bone broth just to boost the flavor. So as a beginner, I actually highly recommend that. You might not really know how to do this like I do, so as a beginner you can actually put in some bone broth and also some stock water. So I checked this rice again and it is about to be done. Guys, if you guys notice, I don't leave my food just like that. I'm infusing all my energy in it at every given moment because I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm always so excited in the kitchen because like how you feel during when you're making a meal actually adds to the taste of the food, and it matters, right? Because you know the main ingredient in every food is actually love. So I've tasted this food at this point and my rice is almost done, so I'm adding in my onion rings. Yes, my onion rings. I love onion rings. And then I'll leave this for a while to steam before we bring it down. So guys, finally my jollof rice is ready. My jollof rice is perfectly done right now. This is best served with some plantains and some coleslaw, of course. This is like basically a combo. This is going to balance out this is going to tie all the tastes together. So guys, at this point I added in my protein. I made this earlier and I need to get it warmed with the rice. You did this by combining the umami taste, and when you do this, you're definitely going to achieve a balanced taste of the sweet, sour, bitter, and also like you know the rest. So guys, congratulations, now you know how to cook a natural jollof rice. And guys, please come back to my channel because I'll be posting more recipes that are cooked naturally. And don't forget to like, share, and comment. And let me know, of course, if you try out this recipe and how it turned out. As you can see, because we are all healthy, you can see that my coleslaw has no cream in it. So if you're watching your weight or if you're watching your health and all of that, please do not add cream to your coleslaw. Next time, guys. Bye.